matter can be defined as anything that has mass and occupying space and occupied space. That is the meaning of matter. Remember what we've discussed in living things and non-living things. Now, matter can be defined as anything that has mass and occupies space. Anything that has mass. Mass can also, you can also say weight, because just the difference between mass and weight is mass is measured in gram or kilogram. Mass is measured in kilogram, while weight is measured in Newton. So you can also say weight. So matter, anything that has mass or weight, anything that has mass or weight and occupies space, anything that has weight and occupies space. Now when you watch this marker that I'm holding, if I put it here, maybe on top of here, you will find it difficult to place another marker there. Why? Because it has occupied a particular place. And this the same marker, when you put it on a scale, it will weigh. You will see the reading. You will see the reading. So it has mass or weight and occupies space. You can see the weight of this marker when you put it in a scale. When you take something like stone and place it on top of scale, you are going to see the weight. Then when you keep the stone on the ground, you find it difficult to place another stone at the same spot. It has occupied space and it has mass or weight. That is what we call matter. Anything that has mass and occupies space. So when you come to this matter, it is classified into three. It is classified into three. That is what we call the states of matter. The state of matter. Now, the state of matter, we have the solid state of matter. We have the solid state of matter. We have solid states of matter. We have liquid state of matter. We also have the gaseous states of matter. Gaseous states of matter. So, what is it trying to tell us in this state of matter? The state of matter is trying to tell us that all those things that have mass and occupy space, they can be in a solid form. They can be in a liquid form. They can also be in a gaseous form. That's what it means. So the state of matter is telling us that all those things that have mass and occupy space can be in a solid form, it can be in a liquid form, it can be a gaseous form. Now let us begin to explain them one after the other, the solid states of matter. Now understand that when you come to higher SCS class, you are going to change, the name is going to change from the state of matter to what we call the forms of matter. Forms of matter. Now let us pick that solid one, the solid state of matter. We said that the solid state of matter, solid are very closely packed. Solid are very closely packed. They are very closely packed together. And held by strong bond. You know, when like we have what we call the covalent bond, we have what we call weak force, or what we call the van der Waals force, which is very weak. we have what we call covalent bond, which is a strong bond. Now, all those solid matter, they are very closely packed together. And what makes them to come together is because it has force that bound them, that hold them together. That is why I put it this way. Solids are very closely packed together and are held by a strong bond. And this bond is what we call covalent bond. You may not know until when you come to SS class. And there is also what we call the cohesion force. But you may not understand the cohesion because that is not your level. So it have a cohesion force that bind them. The lattice, the molecules holding a particles of stone together or a solid substance is very strong, very, very strong one. That is why you see stone being in a solid form. That is why you see all those things that you see in a solid form. That because of that force that attract them together. Now let's quickly look into what we call the properties. What are the properties of this solid state of matter? Anything that has mass and occupies space. What are their properties? Number one properties of solid, properties of solid state of matter, properties of the solid state of matter. Now, when number one, they have definite shape, and that is true. What are the properties? How do you distinguish it, or how do you view it when you see a solid state of matter? Remember, I told you that once we talk about the state of matter, you have the solid, the liquid, and the gaseous. All those matter, those things that have mass and occupy space in a solid form. What are their attributes? What are their properties? We say number one, that they have what we call, they have definite shape. They have definite shape. They have definite shape. Yes, and when you look at them, block has a definite shape. This marker as a solid substance has a definite shape. Like when you look at it very well, you see that this cylindrical in nature. Cylinder, for those of you that are doing mathematics, you see what they call cylinder, just like or cone. So it has a definite shape. And when you look at other solid substance, it has a definite, you can describe the shape of that particular solid substance. That is, these are the character of solid. Now, number two, they have what we call a definite volume. When you talk about volume means how heavy, the level of it. So it has a definite volume. That's number two. Number two, they have definite volume. So you can actually measure the volume of a solid. You can actually measure it by seeing it. You can get the volume. Now, another properties of this is that they have fixed mass. They have fixed mass. They have fixed mass. What is this fixed mass? When you measure it or when you weigh it, it will give you the actual mass. Like if I measure the weight of this marker today, tomorrow it cannot change. It can never change. When you pick this marker tomorrow and still weigh it and measure it, it will still give you the mass, the weight. So these are the thing of solid. So they say they have fixed mass. Now another thing I want to tell you is that the particles vibrate and rotate about a fixed position. The particles, that's number four, the particles of solid, vibrates and rotates in a fixed position. In a fixed position. These are the properties. Every particles of solid, they vibrate and they rotate about within a fixed position wherever you put them. And if there is any external force or pressure that is applied to it, they will be vibrating within that particular position. They cannot move. They cannot step out. They cannot move from that particular fixed position to another place. They are confined within a particular position. So these are their properties. So the particles of that solid rotate within that position, fixed position. Now, we also have, just as we discussed, you see it, all of them on the board. They have definite shape, with the shape, definite volume, fixed mass. I have explained each and every one of them, the properties for you. They have fixed mass. The particles of solid vibrate and they rotate about a fixed position, which I've told you. Now we still have another one. Maybe in our assessment we are going to see them. You can still say that they cannot be compressed. You cannot compress them. You cannot press them into another shape. And when you wash it, can you press this marker with your hand into another shape? No, it cannot be compressed. Now another thing you can see there, when you go further in making research of your book, you will see that they are very dense. Dense means heavy. They are heavy compared to liquid, compared to gas. So these are the properties of solid state of matter. All those matter that are in a solid form, something that has mass and occupies space, that are in a solid form, that is their properties. Now let's quickly go into the liquid state of matter. The liquid state of matter.